Hi, Capricorn. It's Angela. We're here to do your October reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and anyone else really who comes through to this video. If you're drawn here intuitively, then the message is also for you. When I shuffle and pull these cards, I'm drawing in the energy of Capricorn, and it is, the month of October. So that's why we say Capricorn October. But we know energy and vibration like that is really actually timeless. And we can pick it up and take the guidance at any given time. We typically use an oracle card to give us guidance and just to highlight something to focus on. And this, at this time, we're pulling from the soul's journey. So this is messages for your higher self to, incorporate and absorb and grow from, find ways to grow your souls. Generally, that is what my channel is. It's soul guidance. It's not predictive. It's not external occurrences for the most part. It's what's going on within and how we can make shifts to make life a little more filled with ease and definitely filled with growth for our soul. Thanks for being here. If you can, do the likes and subscribes and all those things that happen to help the channel out, I appreciate it. I'm glad that you're here if you've been here before. And if you're new, welcome. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your reading. Okay. All right. So Capricorn, the card that I pulled for you from the soul's journey is doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Ooh, that's a tough one. When we are, these thinking, doing, reality-based humans, it becomes a little difficult when doubt creeps in, because it's like, I don't know what decision to make. But what we might find here in this reading is that our soul is never in doubt. So this is going to be sort of a mind soul, a little bit of a dance that we're going to go through here. So let's see what the cards say, the Zen Tarot cards, and let's get into it. So we have here it's a tree spread, kind of a little spread that I made up. You have two sets of branches and the trunk here that anchors you down, grounds you down at the bottom. The starting point is this set of branches, and then moving from the trunk's energy for the growth, we move to a higher level of awareness here. So let's get started. Oh, we start out with the burden. So that's it. The doubt, like we said, doubt is a mental energy. This is a mental energy card. This is kind of talking about all those shoulds, woulds, the expectations that we pick up along the way, really that are not coming from our soul. You should have done it this way. You should have done it that way. I doubt, I have a doubt as to how to proceed. I don't know. All that mental sort of activity is, we create it. We create it. Okay. It's not something that just appears. We pick up judgments and expectations and others, whether it be people in our life or other forms of authority or, society, that tell us how it should be. And actually in that case, doubt is a very welcome vibration, because these things should be doubted, right? We should be guided by our soul and our intuition more than this sort of pre-planned set of thoughts that guide us through our life. So I like how this is your starting point, because I believe this is going to give you the opportunity to shine a light on those areas where you feel burdened by expectation and find a way to soften that and release it. Within you, the internal energy that supports that process is turning in. Yeah. And this is also a card of emotion. This is a water card. So this is moving from what you think you should do to what you feel. And if you look at this figure, she's meditating, she's in deep thought, she's in deep stillness. And the bottom half of her is water-like. So that's kind of representing her emotions and her soul connection, and how she feels connected to what feels right to her, even with all these little haunted figures going up around her head. And I would say that's the stuff that's in her mind. That is these burdensome thoughts. And she still can find peace and a centered vibration by turning in and listening to what's going on in her soul, and listening, feeling how she feels about things. So when doubt creeps in, the response is not to use your mental, sometimes we want to go through checklists, pros and cons, and what should I do? What's the best action? That works on a short-term basis. But for, repeated experiences of doubt, and I don't know how to proceed, or for the bigger stuff that really has you stumped, the response is not to apply all your logic and, but this is what's expected of me kind of a vibration. The response is to go within, maybe meditate, feel it out, sit with it. Don't take any action yet, right? The combination of those, to quiet those burdensome thoughts, to quiet those expectations in your mind, and to turn in and feel things out from a more soul guided level. And the combination of those energies, look at what it results in. Breakthrough. Yeah. Then you start to see the light. Now you're led by your gut instinct, right? This is like a third chakra energy kind of exploding. Now you have your power, because now you know how to proceed. Doubt will be there. That's a part of the human mind, the human condition. But the need to know all the answers, that's a different thing, right? If I have doubt and I feel like a failure because I don't know the answer, because I'm doubting it, yeah, that's not it, right? If I have doubt, that's just an opportunity to examine at a deeper level. How do I want to proceed here? The doubt can be seen as sort of like a guidepost or a road sign to kind of let you caution, slow down a minute, and then pull within and feel it out, right? If we let that mind chatter that we all have in a moment of doubt, if we let that mind chatter take off and take us, propel us forward, we'll end up in a very different place than if we encounter some doubt and go, oh, that just means I need to pause. Let me feel this out for a minute. And then you go within, you examine it, however long it might take. But that's when the progress comes, is when you're able to really tune in to what's going on within you. And, maybe that doubt was there for a good reason, because the way you were going to proceed wasn't the optimal way, right? So I like this. It's kind of like a little bit of a checks and balances for your mind, body, spirit to work with. And, things can feel urgent. Like if you have an urgent decision and doubt comes up and you're, I got to make the decision though, things can feel urgent. But the truth is nothing, your soul, it doesn't feel that. Your soul just feels what enhances my experience and what takes away from it, what depletes it. And that's the balance that you're trying to find within. Okay, let me go forward. So now we have this key here, this trunk card, the trunk of the tree, is your pivot. It's the key to moving forward and the key to the growth, to the new level of awareness here. And I got receptivity. That's another emotion card. It's another feeling card. But this is opening all your channels wide. So when this is turning in and going down deep, this card is kind of saying, okay, you've established what the depths of your soul need, and you know how to move forward. And, we have a lot of energy here with the breakthrough card propelling us forward. Next, remain open. Stay open, feel what comes through. What are the signals that are coming through from the universe? Where is your guidance coming from? And you know, it may come in the form, in the shape and form of something that you never even, it never occurred to you, right? So really then going back to that first moment of doubt, it brings you to a whole new space with all new, a wider avenue of opportunities waiting for you. If you take the guidance to kind of quiet the mind, feel it out, you know, have a eureka moment, right, with the breakthrough, and then remain open. Continue to remain open for those signs from the universe. That's where your soul's growth comes. That's how you evolve it. We always think that, you know, the path of growth is to put more effort in. And in this case, and in a lot of cases, when we're talking about our soul's expansion, it's actually less effort, less of the human version of effort, and more of the opening and accepting and receiving guidance. So there's a more, it's almost a little more passive, but it's more powerful as well. Okay, so now we get to practice receptivity, listen for the signs. We will have the answers when they come through, right? We don't have to know them now, but they will, when they come through, we will know. And then we land here at this spot, the rebel. This is you being your full badass self, right? This is your, you know what, now I've regained my alignment. Yeah, I had a little bit of doubt. I wasn't sure kind of how to proceed. Didn't know. It was a big decision, let's just say. This was a big decision. Didn't know. I did my pros and cons list and still didn't quite see it clearly. So then I tried this other way, right? I tapped into my soul. I tuned down into what is at the seat of who I am and what feels the best to move forward. Remember, what feels like it will enhance my experience and what will deplete it. And that's when the decision becomes clear. But yeah, then you're trusting in that. You're trusting in the energies that are coming through from the divine. Then you get to be your full-on self. Now you're lighting the way forward. Now you are from a higher level because you've practiced this, you know, this soul work. Now you get to light your own way. This guy's, you know, got his torch in front of him. He's got the eagle on his shoulders to create, you know, wings so that they can expand and fly forward. At his feet, he was chained, and now those chains are breaking. And it's kind of like, here I am, right? It's a really good kind of a manifestation of that breakthrough energy. In a good way, not in an aggressive way, and not in a rebellious way. This does say the rebel, but it's really just being the fullest of who your being is, and without apology, and not mowing everybody down, you know, not like railroading through, but just in the fullness of who you are. That's where your confidence comes, and where further growth can stem from, and where when those doubts creep in, you kind of got it, because you're like, yeah, I'm going to follow I'm going to beat my own drum here and follow what I know is right. So I love that. Internally, and the card that supports, you know, your inner being, supporting this vibration of being your full self, we got the Creator. So that it's another, you know, self-empowered kind of a vibe. It's another third chakra energy. And this is just an inner awareness that you are creating your experience as you move through this planet. You know, you're creating the quality, you're creating how you experience life, right? This isn't an external energy. This is an inner vibration. So this is not, I'm going to create, you know, $1 million, or I'm going to create this huge business. I'm going to create a new home. Those are external manifestations of the creator that you are. And this is not what we're talking about. We're talking about you are creating how you experience life. So when the doubt comes in, you're creating a new path. to circumvent that, or the path that says stop and wait, turn in, listen, now proceed, right? Stay open to more signs. And then soon, if you're in that full alignment and you're following the guidance of your inner being, the moments of doubt are either super short or non-existent. They're very few and far between, because you're moving in alignment with what your soul seeks and being the creator of how you experience all that. So I really like the positioning of that card, because yeah, it's a human condition to be in doubt sometimes. Like, our minds can't make the decision all the time. Our soul can, if we feel into it. And it may not be immediate, if it's a really, really big decision to try to make, it may not be right away. It may take you, several meetings with yourself, with your soul within, to feel it out and feel what's the right way to proceed. But you're creating that too. You're creating a more certain path and a more aligned path for yourself. So just know that all of this is kind of up to you, right? As it always is. And now your final card, and the one that comes at the external position of the top of the branches, right? Which is sort of, the manifestation of your growth, right? Is, I got innocence. So this is your opportunity now to proceed, having the doubt, pulling within, getting aligned, feeling it out. What is my best way forward? Oh yeah, that's a good path. Let me stay open and see what other information comes. I'll be my fullest version of myself. I acknowledge that I'm creating the quality of this experience, even from the root of being in doubt. I've created a way out, a way through. And now I get to proceed with a refreshed look, a refreshed perspective on all of it. This is the story of this wise old sage who kind of knows it all. He has all the answers. And even so, as he's engaging with this grasshopper, he's looking at it as with a wonder, like a child, like with the innocence of a child, as if it's the first time he's ever seen one. So there's a lot of present moment awareness here. There's a lot of excuse me, there's a lot of non-expectation here. I'm just going to enjoy this moment for what it is. And that's kind of the start of your fresh path forward after after starting in doubt. Sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. Okay, sorry. I know that was really loud. All right, I'm going to pull one more card for you guys. This is an oracle card from this deck called Notes from the Universe. It's kind of like little love notes from your higher self. And let's see what the universe wants you to know at this time. It may or may not have to do with the doubt card. But let's see. Oh, one flew out. Let's see what it is. Things are not as they appear. I mean, if that doesn't cap off the topic of doubt, I don't know what does. But they are not as they appear all the time. And that's your opportunity to infuse some self-love into things, and to realize, I can adapt and align with just about anything. And I can always stop and wait. I can stop and tune in and turn in and find what my inner guide wants me to know, without having to make a quick, fast decision. Let's just play this out. Let's just know that, hey, there's more to this, and I'm going to learn to discover it, and I'm going to let the universe guide me in it. Okay. I love that. That's really awesome for you guys. Okay, Capricorn, that's going to do it for now. I'm appreciative that you're here. Thank you so much. And I'll see you soon.